Greetings, everyone. This is Mustafa, your digital marketing specialist, coming at you with a episode today on YouTube and the podcast. I haven't recorded in quite a while, and there's a reason for that. I'll disclose that at another time. But needless to say, I am recording now in the present of March the 25th, 2024, something that I have not done for quite a while, maybe about a year for this particular brand. But in the time of me not recording, it's been a period of me educating myself more about digital marketing, taking on some projects to get some project based learning, putting into practice a few ideas that I have and a few strategies to just really test them out and get proof of the concept working. So the year has been a educational and practicing time for myself. Um, as you know, I'm a digital marketing specialist. I received my cert in digital marketing in January of 2023. Prior to that, I had a lot of experience in digital marketing since 2009, Facebook, Twitter, now X, Instagram, those type of platforms, blogging, podcasting, YouTube, things like that. Um, Also been a part of the internet landscape since Web 1.0, which was back in the 90s, mid 90s. AOL, those type of platforms, and I've been a part of it that long. So when I got my digital marketing cert in January 2023, I wanted to put all my knowledge together and my educational attainment into a business model that will allow me to educate and help others and provide services to those who needed digital marketing services. And I felt that I had the perfect blend of experience, knowledge, and passion to be able to do that. And as with many things, when I started this endeavor, I had so many different ideas running in my mind of how I wanted to do it. Was debating different names that I wanted to call the brand or the company. And if you look at some of those early endeavors, I kind of bounced back and forth through different names of what this digital marketing education slash service based brand business would be. I went back and forth through some different incarnations, and if you check out my social media trail, you're like, okay, this month he was this, that month he was that. Then I ultimately settled on for quite a while was Mustafa Talks Tech, because my passion is digital marketing, and I love digital marketing. And from digital marketing, I love social media marketing, content marketing, email marketing, blogging, podcasting, YouTube video creating and sharing. All of those things under the umbrella of digital marketing. I find them very, very interesting. But once I got my digital marketing cert, I also had a passion and desire to want to go get my cert in software engineering or coding or web development, front end web development, which I did. And so I felt that the business or brand that I wanted to produce would not be, I didn't want it to be limited to digital marketing when I was um, transferring over to another educational program to get my software engineering or web development cert. So I was like, I can call it, a digital marketing business, but it's not limited to that. And also, I had developed a interest in AI, and so I felt like there was just so many faceted ideas and things that I was interested in that I just could not limit it to branding language of a digital marketing company or business entity or brand. So I came up with Mustafa Talks Tech, which I felt was broad enough that will allow me to speak to all of the realities that I had great interest in. So here we are a year later. Mustafa Talks Tech did really well for me. I was able to interview some great industry leaders and specialists in the tech field. Um, it gained me a lot of respect. People respected me and interviewed me. Mustafa Talks Tech allowed me to freelance and do some digital marketing endeavors and consult with people. It really did me really, really well. I was even able to go on a pitch competition, like a Shark Tank type show here locally, and pitch my business model of Mustafa Talks Tech. I didn't win, but just the experience of being on, I made it to the final stage with I think 4 or 5 other competitors. So just that I did well enough to make it to the final stage, and to be on the stage with a virtual stage with 4 or 5 other people pitching their business models. I consider that a victory. I made it all the way to the end. But again, I didn't win, but I was able to speak and present and share ideas and answer questions and explain. So it was exciting. But after that, that was December of 2023. I just really took a break from the Mustafa Talks Tech brand and company, and I was really on an upswing and really, had some great momentum going, with the interviews and the pitch competition. I had really put a spotlight on that particular brand business, and I just kind of stepped back and had to just really get things centered. Because I said, I was kind of dabbling in, web development, the AI, the digital marketing, and I felt like they were all separate entities. So the Mustafa Talks Tech was an umbrella that allowed me to put all of them underneath and speak to all of those different tech realities versus just being a digital marketing company. But when our attention is diverted in so many different areas, we really can't focus on what we really need to. As they say, you don't want to be a jack of all trades, master of none. So in the year, um, I continue to educate myself, learn, refine, practice. And at this point, right now, I've come full circle and come back to the passion that I have, my first love, which is digital marketing and content marketing, email marketing, video marketing, social media marketing. Those are the things that I really, really, really love. And just researching further of how I can build a brand and as a digital marketing specialist and be able to include all of those other learnings and other perspectives that I also have interest in, like the software engineering, web development, AI, chat GPT. So, it took a year for me to really understand the interconnectedness of how I can speak to all of these realities and still be under my brand of digital marketing. So in the beginning, I thought my brand was going to be called Your Digital Marketing Specialist, which speaks to my idea of me being your personal, direct, one-on-one digital marketing specialist, whether it's an individual, whether it's a company, whether it's nonprofit. I want to be your personal go-to guy as a digital marketer. That's what I was, pitching as. And a year later, I've retired the Mustafa Talks Tech idea and brand as just being so broad and me going in so many different directions that, I just want to get back to my foundation of being a digital marketing specialist. And in being a digital marketing specialist, I can also include my web development endeavors and learnings to explain to people how, having a properly structured website or landing page or blog, using the correct meta tags, having it semantically structured correctly in your HTML, your CSS, how that plays a role in your SEO and making sure your website or landing page or blog ranks up there on Google when someone Googles or searches for your particular niche or niche and those keywords that describe what you're involved in. Uh, AI and Chat GPT is an indispensable tool, nowadays, and in the next 3 to 5 years, it's going to be, so integrated into our lives, just like internet has become integrated and social media has become so integrated. I believe AI is going to be on that same level that, we're going to be asking, how do we live without AI all these years? So, my brand is Mustafa. Oh, excuse me. My brand is your digital marketing specialist, and I am the brand advocate of it as Mustafa, your digital marketing specialist. So, it took a whole year for me to figure it out. And the long story that I'm getting to is that you have to become clear on your branding. You have to be clear on who you are, what you represent, what is your story, who is your ideal client, what is their problem, how do you solve their problem, how do you communicate how you solve their problem, what are the platforms and the stages that you will stand upon and announce your solution, how you will provide the solution, whether that's going to be blog posts, whether that's going to be podcast episode, whether that's going to be YouTube videos, whether that's going to be digital products, whether that's going to be a digital download ebook, whether that's going to be a print ebook, whether that's going to be speaking engagements, whether that's going to be one-on-one consulting. What is the platform of which and how you will solve their problem. So it may take a while. Hopefully, it don't take a year, but really sit down and think of getting clear on your brand, get clear on your message, get clear on your platform, and get clear on the output of how you're going to express um, your brand, your platform, your message, your solution to problems. And when you get clear on your brand, it just makes things so much easier and you get so empowered and you feel so focused, because when I was trying to do, the Mustafa Talks Tech idea, it was great in one way because I never ran out of stuff to talk about, because if I was ran out of content for digital marketing for that particular time, I can just transition to talking about cybersecurity. If I was fed up with cybersecurity, I can talk about AI. If I want to talk about web development or software engineering, I just had so much that I could talk to instead of talking in such a linear way about digital marketing that that was my subject. But when you understand and gets clear on your brand, it makes it a lot easier versus you just being scattered brain all over the place, and then people don't know what you really stand for. Is Mustafa a cybersecurity specialist? Is he an AI specialist? Is he a digital marketing guy? Is he a social media guy? One week he's talking about this, one week he's talking about that, another week he's talking about that, and all of it's good, but I want to know clearly and definitively who is he and what does he talk about and how does he solve my specific problem. So that's the main point I wanted to get to, that you got to get clear on your branding. You have to create the platform and brand of, I saw, this is the problem that I solve for you, and this is how I solve it, and these are the ways I solve it. Okay, so didn't want to be long on the video. Excuse me, I didn't want to be. I'm recording this audio. I didn't want to be long on this audio. Will be put on YouTube as a video with a background, but I didn't want to be long on it. I hope that something I said was pretty inspiring. It's my first video audio back, so hope I wasn't rambling too bad to get to the point that I was trying to get to. Check out my YouTube channel, Your Digital Marketing Specialist. Is recently rebranded from Mustafa Talks Tech. Check out my podcast on all platforms. Check out my blog, Your Digital Marketing Specialist.info. Check out my social media handles, Your Digital Marketing Specialist. Download my free ebook, Building Your Brand and Information Empire with Content. And just stay in tune with me. I got some amazing things coming the rest of 2024 as we move into 2025. Your digital marketing specialist.